Thank you so much. Another story that I heard at City Council was of a young man that is a friend of Tiffany Williams. This young man is a tall, muscular black man, dreadlocks, pulled back in a ponytail. He is also a coach at Crenshaw. He also is a mentor at Community Services, which we all know as a huge agency in Starr County. And this young man was profiled. Or maybe I should have you tell me the story.
Well, he was actually at a friend's house in the 1500 block of Roland and had stopped his car, was talking to his friend, and on his way back to his car, the police, the gang task force, had came up on him and actually had begun to search him and forced him on his vehicle. After searching his vehicle and searching him, one of the gang task force people had taken a picture of him on his own cell phone.
How is he handling the situation?
Well, he's concerned because he is a mentor in the community and he mentors young people that, like you said, do not trust the police. And he's encouraging them to handle themselves in a positive manner. And this is happening to them. And the concern is that his students, his own people had saw this happen. The same ones that he mentors saw this happen.
That's an interesting point that I really want to bring out right now, because when young people think that there is hope and they try to believe that there is hope and that there's a way out of a situation, they do their best to strive towards, another avenue, another opportunity, and they look up to the people who are trying to make differences or trying to make positive changes. And when they see those people not being able to succeed, or when they see those people being treated the same way that they've been treated or worse, that gives them less hope. Rasul has a very interesting story, which was on the front page of the repository not long ago. His story is that he lost a sister, correct?
Yes.
And tell me what has happened. Like, tell me the story behind why you lost your sister.
Well, the whole story of how it happened is completely unclear to me. But what I can speak on is that since the tragedy has occurred, I've been through a range of emotions, from frustration to anger, hurt, even guilt sometimes. And I just want to get past that with a healing heart, and I want something that was meant to be bad turned into something good, and I'm trusting God for that.
That's amazing, because a lot of people who lose friends to violence, who lose, you think about Jennifer Milburn, you think about Benny Angelo, I think about Javis Bell and all the friends that I lost to violence, and you could get angry about it, your heart could get locked up about it, but this is a young man who decided, I'm just going to let it go, I'm going to get free from it, even though it's painful and even though it hurts. How do you get past that pain?
Well, it's not easy. I have to wake up every day with the same attitude about being constructive, because very easily I could turn this into something negative and just completely go off in the left field and just create another tragedy for my family and other people's family. And at this point, I feel like I've done enough in my lifetime to take away from humanity, and I want to do something now to enhance humanity. As far as the young people, it's the elder generation before them that holds the responsibility. As far as the solution, they say that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, a sick village raises sick children. And I believe that we hold the responsibility, and it's us that we have to put in check before we can do something about the children.
Part of the efforts that have been taking place in the community to stop the crime and stop the situations that have been going on have been done through neighborhoods, on a neighborhood level with neighborhood associations. And I'm here with Brenda Kimbrell, who I've known for many, many years. And she is working with a neighborhood association, and she can share more about that.
Neighborhood associations are through, we are funded by Chase Bank, Repository, the City of Canton, and Stark Community Foundation through NAVES, which is about empowering people to vote. And we have 46 associations currently, and they just had a graduation. Anyone that has would like to start one, if there isn't one in your neighborhood, you just talk to Marilyn.
Thomas Jones.
Right, thank you. Name escaped me for a minute. Yes, and she can get you and started in the training classes. I think they're starting January again.
Okay.
So I took that training.
So you
and
have to go through a training before you can be a part of the neighborhood association?
Oh, well, if you want to start one.
Okay.
If there's one in your neighborhood, then you are welcome to just join.
Okay.
And if you need to know which one is in your area, that's how you contact them through Marilyn Thomas Jones.
Okay. So they would find out how to join their neighborhood association by calling the Start Community Foundation and asking for Marilyn Thomas Jones and then getting information from there.
Absolutely. That's what you can do.
Now, are you in charge of a neighborhood association?
Yes, I am currently the president of Can Do Neighborhood Association.
Okay. Now, you talked about a story when you first moved into your neighborhood.
Yes.
And you said that was it the day that you moved in?
The day we moved in, the day I moved into my house where I live at, I was welcomed with a bullet through my front window that landed into my living room wall. We weren't there when it happened, thank God, but it happened between the time we were getting the truck loaded and getting our furniture off into the house.
And so have you seen a turnaround from being in the neighborhood association since that day, since you moved in? And I'm surprised that you just didn't say, okay, we need to load all this furniture back onto the truck and go somewhere else. But you decided to stay and be a part of the neighborhood association.
Oh yeah, it's a wonderful location where I'm at. I grew up in that area. I wouldn't want to leave that area. It's beautiful and the spaces is wonderful and the people are nice there. And we can't be upset because people who don't live in our neighborhood cause problems. We can't move because of that. And the whole thing about NAVE is you don't have to move to live in a better neighborhood. And what we say with Can Do is you can change things. We can do better. And what it starts with me. If I decide to do better, then that's going to create a difference in my neighbors.
That's an interesting thing that you said right there, that you don't have to move in order to make a better neighborhood for yourself. Because a lot of people just say, okay, I'm just going to move as far away from the city as I possibly can. But if we all stand up and say we want to do something about our neighborhood, about our community, then we can change the situation around us.